What is up, my mutes and mutations? This is that one and only your boy bringing you some gameplay Elden Ring style. Also, I just wanted to thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit those notifications so that you can always know when I'm about to make an update. Follow me on Twitter as well. And to my fellow Tarnished, I'll see you out there. Have a good day.
Good morning, good evening, and good night. It's that one and only, your MC, Mr. Mutation. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, and would you look at that? I am not alone, and also I am honored and privileged to have the one, the only, Ace! I love the energy. How you doing tonight, Ace? You doing good?
I am excited. This is a
That's
big
good.
night.
Oh, and I hope everybody else is doing good as well, because we got a big announcement today. It is the announcement of the Elden Ring DLC!
That's right, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. Look at that picture.
Indeed. Now there's something we need to talk about, though, because there's a lot to break down in this video and in this image. I mean, look at it yourself. We got the tree. We got the grass. We have the person in the grass. I mean, we have the person in the grass. I mean, this is quite the image to really break down. I mean, there's a lot here.
All right, so first things first. Let's just come to the agreement, if anything else, that we are looking at the overworld. This is somewhere in Limgrave. Maybe it's actually somewhere in the Lake of Liurnia, but before it was the Lake of Liurnia. I don't know. The hill's kind of giving me that vibe.
Yeah,
but
actually it is.
If this is the overworld, there's something that we really need to point out. And it may be obvious to some, it may be a bit annoying to even talk about for others, but I really need to point this out because I can't ignore it. It's not the tree, it's not Torrent, it's not the person riding Torrent, but it's something that it's just glaring at us in the face. It's the sky.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at that actually. I just really like the aesthetic of it, the glow. It's so warm, it's so peaceful almost. It's like I look at this picture and I almost want to take a nap.
But it's not just that. There's more to it. It's if you look at it, what doesn't it remind you of something? Like actually. Cuz to me, it reminds me of the skies that I see when I walk through the deep root depths.
You know, you're onto something there. But well, actually, yeah, it is.
See what I'm saying? See it? But it's not just that too. Like, let's actually take a good look at the skies that we see. Bear in mind, we're under the assumption this is overworld. Of course, we see the mountains in the distance. We see the bright glow of the tree. You know what I don't see? I don't see a sun. I don't see a moon. Don't see a second moon. I don't see anything in the distance. Now that could be just aesthetic, but let's if we look at this image to be literal, it almost looks like the tree is holding the sky up. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think this is Liurnia or Limgrave.
Honestly, I don't see how you couldn't tell. I mean, it's not Caelid. I don't know that much.
I think this is the Atlas Plateau. Because going off of Greek mythology, Atlas held up the sky. The tree literally looks like it's holding up the sky. Like it, I'm not joking. Looks like it's holding up the darkness from falling onto the lands in between. It literally is holding up the sky in my head. And I'll be perfectly frank with you. I don't think that it's just artistic flair. I think the reason why, because I was wondering this actual thought before I saw this image. I was like, why is it called the Atlas Plateau? The only thing it's holding is like the erdtree. But what if at one point it actually did hold up the sky? How big was the original erdtree? Like, we see the erdtree now because we have the site of grace. But how big was the actual erdtree? And then when you really look at the sky, isn't there something missing? Where's the land of where is the land of the giants? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing part of it, but I'm not seeing it all. What it makes me wonder, was that even an area that they even ventured at that time? Like, there's a lot to unpack there, but let's bring it back to the sky. Let's bring it back to the actual sky. That amber glow that we also see in the deep root depths. I'm trying to remember, but I feel like I've seen it somewhere else. Mr. Mutation, do you
Yeah. No. I actually no. Let me think. Because there's this image, the deep root depths. The halot tree. The amber glow from the halot tree. That actually does have a similar hue to it. But and this is kind of where I don't want to be a stickler to try to throw a whole wrench in the plan. But if that tree is as big as you're saying, where it's holding up the sky, which I can see it, wouldn't that mean that the erdtree right now is only like a small little copy
of what could have been the original, more powerful erdtree, and in a time frame to where it actually is getting weaker? Because look at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. From me growing up, if a tree is showing its bark like that, then that means its time is coming close to an end. And if the tree is dying due to the weight of the sky, like, I'm really looking at this literally. It very well could be artistic flair, but I mean, look at it. It doesn't just look like it's a bright tree that's kind of glowing up the darkness. It literally looks like there is a layer of something holding up the sky. And that isn't far-fetched. Think about it. It's called the lands between. Between what? Between time? Between destinations? Between spaces? Is it between lands? Could it be possible that the lands in between, the overworld we see, isn't even technically the overworld? Because, and this is kind of where I kind of want to come to a close on this part, because I feel like we could unpack this. we could go on for hours, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So, like, I think this is probably a good time for us to bring it to a close. So we'll end it right here. But it literally could be that the erdtree, the original erdtree, was so powerful that it quite literally was holding up the skies, and that the lands between that we see now is sort of amalgamation of what is actually happening. Because, I mean, and let's just be frank, the only reason we even see the erdtree is because we have the site of grace. Everybody who else doesn't have the site of grace is only looking at a stump when they stare into the distance of the erdtree. They are staring at a stump. So, and a quick bonus. Remember, every time you beat the game, the skies change. It either is burning with smoke,
Corrupted with dung.
Red with fire.
Abandoned.
Completely blue with fog. Or a new golden hue, if not back to the original. Specifically because you restored the quote erdtree. But it's the faith erdtree, the one that still shines through, that affects the skies. It's not the original erdtree that tree stands for, that could have held up the skies in the Atlas Plateau in the same that Atlas held up the skies in Greek mythology. But then again, that's just a
theory. Okay.
I'm not doing it. That's copyright. We're gonna get in trouble.
No,
we're not doing it.
Oh. Okay.
But I digress. We'll put a pin on this for now because there's a lot to dissect. But the sky is important. I don't think we can ignore that. And the way the tree, like it even just the way the tree's standing, and we'll get into it with the tree specifically. We're gonna get into the tree specifically, but let's put a pin on this for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Mr. Mutation, if you could, sign us out.
And that's been our show. Ace the Mute, I thank you for joining.
Of course. And there's plenty to go into, so, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, that's good to hear. Love to have.
All right.
And this has been that one and only, your boy, Ace.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
I've been working on it.
ピンクスの酒を届けに行くよ今日か明日かとよいの夢手を振る影にもう会えないよ何をくよくよ明日もつくよ